Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NBA show. Friday, July 7th. It's my grandma's birthday. Ooh, good catch. Gotta wish her a happy birthday when this show concludes. Well, guys, we got Summer League kicking off today, or the bigger Summer League, the 2K24 Las Vegas, Nevada Summer League. And that is going to go on until July 17th. I don't know how long Cyro is going to be there, but he will be there. And you'll probably see that today. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure actually of the Summer League schedule. What's up, Shade? Okay. Eyes getting a little better. What's up, though, Shade? So, yeah, I mean, my Houston Rockets, we're playing Summer League tonight. Let's just throw this puppy up here on the screen, man. Let's get the schedule locked and loaded here. I believe Victor Wembanyama makes his debut tonight. Yep, there it is. Victor Wembanyama set for Summer League debut tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time on ESPN. Brand Miller, man. All right. Where is the schedule? There we go. We got the schedule here. One of my favorite things about Summer League starting is just basketball on in the middle of the day. I think that's more of a next week thing. Oh, wow. You know what? It's actually not that late this year, it appears. Some games on at 4. I mean, obviously on Saturday and Sunday, you're going to have some earlier games. But I don't know, man. I kind of remember streaming Summer League in the last couple of years at various times, but I guess it doesn't start until late afternoon. So today we got our first game on there. Does it say NBA TV Canada? They have their own name. Very cool. It's not the craziest of sorts. We got Luke here. What's up, Luke?
Yeah, my name's Luke. All right, though, before we start, we have one thing we need to talk about real quick. You want to hear what I just discovered this morning? I might need a new fucking hotel room. Hotel's been perfectly fine. It's a Motel 6. I go to take my morning ship, and I look on the floor, and there is a dead cockroach.
Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it?
I have not seen another one. That thing wasn't there before I went to bed, which means my dog might have killed
no shit.
Yeah, so...
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't there before I went to bed because I took a shit before bed. You know what I mean? Yeah, that means my dog probably killed it when I was sleeping.
Well, you know what? You have a dog. So...
Well, first things
if
first
I didn't have a dog, I'd be like...
I'm not eating. I'm taking all this food I have in this hotel room and I'm just taking it out. I'm not keeping any food in here because that's usually I have a pack of donuts that I just opened that was going to be my breakfast for the week that I was just going to eat these. You know which one I'm talking about? Like these bad boys?
Like the powdered ones?
Yeah, these. Yeah.
Oh, Nick's family comes through with those every holiday.
Yeah, these are fucking gas because
man.
They stay fresh for really long too.
Those are so good, dude.
Yeah,
man, that just gave me a throwback of memories. What's up, Joshua? I mean, what day do you leave Vegas?
In 10 days.
So 17th.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't worry about it unless it comes up again.
Yeah, I watched me
deal with it then.
And the cockroaches decide to make my room their home.
Well, that's why Motel 6 is so cheap, is because they have current tenants that live there. Their name's Cockroaches. So,
hey, Chicago's Motel 6 was way shittier this one, and
no way,
cockroach free, bro.
Yeah, I don't like cockroaches. So
no, dude, I also woke up this morning. I actually passed out. I was playing FIFA last night. Taking a mental
break.
Your
console.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you not bring your console places?
I don't know. I haven't played video games in since I moved to Florida, man.
How's the eye? Or how do I sound, by the way?
It's red. You sound fine. How does it look?
Yeah, you just look like you're recovering from a black eye.
I know, and it's so sore it feels like a black eye, actually.
Did you go to the doctor?
No. Dude, I can't just be going to doctor. How do you just go to a doctor? You just call them up. My doctor's in Bradenton, which is almost 2 hours away, and I don't have the patience for urgent care. So
you got to just put yourself in a juxtaposition there. All right. Prets on that New Orleans, Minnesota game. So the first game, there's actually a shit ton of games today, and I need to decide where, which, and what. So I think I'm going to probably go to most of the games in the Cox Arena.
Because you like Cox.
No, but it's because Cox is the smaller arena and you get better seats and shit like that. And all the big games go on at TM. So for me, tonight? God damn, bro.
Well, dude, you're not going to want to miss. I mean, I would just post up in the TM Mac Center.
Why? Because we got first is Denver versus Milwaukee, then Portland versus Houston. I'll show up for Portland versus Houston. Then
how generous of you.
Obviously, I'm going to show up for the 30 minutes or like 20 minutes of Victor Wembanyama versus Scoot Henderson.
Yeah, that's right after it in the same spot. So you could just post up for – I mean, no one cares about Bucks Summer League basketball ever. So
I'm trying to get content for everybody, baby.
Yeah. Except the Bucks, but damn, dude, 11 o'clock. Fuck. That's only 8 o'clock for you.
Yeah, but like
these games are so early for you.
Well, my body is also like, hopefully it's adjusted. Yesterday, I was not adjusted, dude. It was 9 p.m. and I thought it was midnight. I was like fucking like, because even though like there's no jet lag, I drove here, but there's still like my body wasn't accustomed to the time. Yeah. Like this morning, I woke up at like 7, which was technically late because it'd be like 9:30.
Yeah.
But all right, so right here, I say the first game that I'm most interested in, New Orleans versus Minnesota. I got to always cheer for let's look at that game. So in that game for Minnesota, I'm going to be looking at probably, dude, Brian Bowen's in it. That's fucking crazy. Josh Minot, wow. Matteo Spagnolo is coming over again. So I'm very excited to see Matteo. Wendell Moore's there. We're going to see also Leonard Miller. So I think those are all going to be cool ones. Like, I think also, have you heard of this guy called Coke Yat? He played in Overtime Elite.
No.
And then over here, EJ Liddell is playing in the.
Is he good to go?
Yeah, he's good to go. He got signed. He's good to go. Dyson Daniels, Jordan Hawkins, EJ Liddell. That's and Carlo Matikovic. You remember?
No.
You don't remember Carlo Matikovic? He's like the
EJ Liddell butt-fucked Loyola basketball in my last year there.
Crimea River?
So screw him.
Carlo Matikovic, he was drafted last year, and he had like a 40-inch vertical. But now, I think for that, I think that's going to be the first game that I'm really excited. Minnesota versus New Orleans. Denver versus Milwaukee. That's just not exciting. Am I wrong for saying that?
I didn't even know the Bucks had a summer league team, man. I've never heard of anybody ever.
These games go quick, though. It seems like 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Yeah, it depends on who's in the game. Like sometimes, I don't know. Watching some of those Hornet games was tough, but then like you have Julian Champagnie dropping 30 bombs, or Keegan Murray dropping 41, which keeps it going. Sometimes it drags out. I don't really like to watch summer league unless it's a big game, unless it's just on. I just have it on TV usually.
Yeah, I'm very keen. I have said I've been talking because I know a lot of people are only here till Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not a lot of people are staying for the full thing. Which, if that ends up being the case, like let's say Monday or Tuesday, that I feel like I'm just wasting my fucking time here, I'm going to leave.
Yeah. I mean, usually you get like the year 2 guys sit it out.
Like by Monday.
Like Jabari and from my rock show, Jabari and Tari are probably done after
the top prospects. The top prospects and the second year players, like the best players in here, won't be playing after game 1 or 2.
Yeah, probably after the weekend.
Yeah, after the weekend. Yeah,
get 2 games in.
Yeah, unless they play really good in game 1, where they're like,
I think that's what I did last year. I only streamed the first 2 summer league games that we played.
Like people don't remember
on ESPN. What? Let me see. We've been on ESPN prime time for the last like 3 summers.
Who?
The Rockets. Yeah, I streamed the first.
Zach. Spurs did not slap. Secure did not slap me back, but I got some cool stuff. If you guys want to see something, there was yesterday. I was at this NBA convention preview. It's called NBA Con. Here, let me see if I can find a video. Ooh. Right here. I'm about to share my screen. I need your ass to share it. I should have grabbed a different camera. Not camera. Right here. Let's go with this one. Present. 2 Chainz is going to be on this stage behind. So this this right here is the director or the head of global.
The guy. Give a shit about the guy. The girl.
That's just some random woman. But he was like,
we're going to come out and become part of NBA culture. To me, the verse was fiction. For everyone who knows the company Catch in their series D Rays, they reference the NBA.
This girl back here is so hot.
Oh yeah,
babe. But dude, okay, she's a sports. She basically has my job in Las Vegas. First job out of college. She went to Syracuse. Okay. And her first job out of college is as a Las Vegas reporter in sports, and she's a comms major. She didn't even do journalism. That's how fucked this industry is. We're like, dude, my group chat with like other news journalists, we were talking. We're just talking about how fucked it is. Like to do sports now, you either have to be really well liked or have a connection with that person, or just be an attractive girl.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt.
You can be an attractive girl with no journalism experience.
What if you're an attractive dude?
If you're black, yeah, sure. They'll hire you.
Fuck.
One of my friends said he knew a guy who left Kansas State who sucked. Got a top 45 network job. And it's because he's black.
Yeah, I mean.
And it's not even being there, it's my friend's he's I have more experience, this guy. I'm better than this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the real world is all just connects, really, and I guess with diversity and women's stuff, it's.
But yeah, no. So this dude was giving us a tour. 2 Chainz will be here tomorrow on that stage behind him. And they turned this whole thing into a convention. Look at this bitch on her phone. I was so pissed. She's not. She's just texting. Woman, you're a representation of your company.
Damn, she's a babe.
She was pretty hot. Dude, also, she took a picture because the Larry O'Brien trophy was there, or a replica. I don't even care. But she had 4 people take pictures of her. 2. I'm exaggerating. 2 guys take pictures of her. One from the right angle, one from the face at the same time.
Nice. She got a posse with her?
No, it's
just people.
It's just she probably has a photog following her. They're probably rich enough. You see the guy next to him, the black guy that's moving. That's a photog.
What's that?
So at stations that have more money, they have photogs. They're called photographers. I record everything myself. Whatever videos you've seen me on go on live TV, I record everything. I edit it. I do everything by myself. Photogs, you are a reporter, and some dude just comes with you everywhere you go. They film you. They do the editing. You literally don't even lift a finger.
Yeah, that's the dream. What if I'm watching the 11 o'clock news like I do every night, and this lady's like posted up at a crash where some dude just died? Do you think
Depends.
she's reporting it on her own, or do you think
if it's very late and the photog's not
11? Yeah,
it might just be her. It might just be her.
Dude, that's kind of sus.
But if they have money, if that news station has money, then yes, there's probably a photog.
This is Fort Myers, Florida. Like, probably not. She's roaming around the.
Yeah, she's probably
she's roaming around the Glades solo.
Yeah, it's probably
11 o'clock at night. Fuck that. As a girl, I'm all set actually doing that.
No. That's. Yeah, no. So. That actually got me so pissed. But either way, I think the first couple games with today, for me, the big ones are I'm going to have to sit here at like 11 and kind of make a list of all the players and stuff that I want to see. I'm quite keen. I don't know. I think it's definitely interesting. It'll be interesting to see for Sacramento and Atlanta. And like Golden State versus the Lakers, how mentally will I be there? The last game I think mentally I'll fully be there for is Charlotte versus San Antonio. But dude, I also have to say that by like fucking Monday, I might be brain dead.
Dude, just pop over at the Dispo, grab some edibles, second half of Spurs game, throw that puppy in. And just enjoy that Lakers-Warriors late-night game.
I gotta speak to people, too. I gotta network. Yeah, but I'm really freaked out about that cockroach.
Nah. It's just a cockroach. Dude, one time I was in my apartment in Chicago, and I was alone. It was in COVID. Everyone moved away. So I had this big apartment to myself. And I was living my life, and I saw a mouse or a rat or whatever run right past my room. And it was like, well, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Like, what are you doing here?
There's a big difference.
And I never saw it again. But I had
a rat or a mouse?
I don't know, dude. It was probably a mouse. It wasn't like that big, but we have a ton of rats and mouses in alleyways.
So no, you want to hear?
I slept in my bed.
Luke and my friend Henry and I were walking in Chicago after the combine, and I kind of felt something graze the bottom of my shoe, like mid-step. And all I hear, and I'm like mid-conversation with my friend Henry, and Luke goes, "Oh my god, that was the biggest fucking rat ever." We're like, and Henry and I were like, "What?" They're like, he's like, "Did you guys not see the rat that just ran between your legs?" They're like, "Cyro, it touched your shoe. It touched your shoe." I was like, "Oh my god!" And I look at Luke and I'm like, I felt something graze my shoe, but I didn't want to like acknowledge it because that would have meant I had to acknowledge that something touched my shoe that wasn't the ground. And he's like, "Yeah, you touched a fucking rat that ran between your legs and Henry's legs," because we were walking through the scaffolding, like between the buildings. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
on
dude,
the side.
they run past you every fucking chance they get. And and it sucks when it's like nighttime and you hear them.
Oh, you want to hear? Yeah, you want to hear? So, I lived in a townhouse in Baltimore, Maryland. And we used to keep our trash outside, like before trash. My bedroom window was right above the trash can. And you used to be able to turn on the light at like 2 a.m, and it'd be like 100 rats in our trash cans, just like, and they'd be fighting. Like, we used to sit there and watch them like fight each other over our like trash.
They just need to get back in the sewers for some fresh hot pizza with Master Splint.
Yeah. So, okay, you're gonna have to go to Twitter. That wraps up our summer league talk. Ime Udoka reportedly has zero interest coaching James Harden.
I mean, yeah, man, we signed Freddie VanVleet to a max contract. Fuck him. Who needs him?
Who needs that fuck? What I definitely think is interesting. Give me 1 second.
Breaking news: Montrezl Harrell agreed to a 1-year deal to return to the Philadelphia 76ers. Yeah, man, it's that time in the basketball season where I just free agency's pretty. It's been a month or it's been a week. Free agency's dwindling, and now we got summer league, and summer league will be fun for sure.
Really bad smell coming
first
in
couple of days, and then once the weekend's over, it kind of becomes a little bit more niched on specific players you want or just watching your team play.
That whole pod just leaked.
I hated leaky pods, dude. That shit's the worst.
Like, this was one of the grossest leaked pods of my life. Like, where it was just like, I'm pretty sure this thing just leaked entirely through.
Were you ever in college? Did you ever, or even high school for you? Did you ever put like vape juice in a Juul pod?
Oh yeah.
Dude, when that thing would spit up into your mouth, like, oh no, what's up?
It would be so gross.
It's like bitter and sour, and you need a beverage. But yeah, man, refilling Juul pods into college is something I forgot about.
What? What'd you forget?
It's just a memory of like filling Juul pods with juice.
With juice.
Just being so gross, just so desperate, just stretching the dollars.
Do you remember there was companies that were selling their own when flavor pods died? There was like, they were called J pods. You could buy J pods.
I've had like a makeshift Juul, if that's what you're talking about, where they're like fruity flavors.
Yeah, they like companies that like recycle Juul pods and they fill them with their flavors and then they sell it.
Disgusting. Yeah, those are literally disgusting.
Wait, my Juul might be fucking fucked from how
this
bad it is.
This Damian Lillard thing is really pissing me off.
What's pissing you off? Oh yeah, what is the Dame trade conspiracy?
Something's up with your mic. Basically, the new report is that. Oh, yeah, I'll wait for Cyro to rejoin, but I mean, it's really pissing me off. I'm getting all aboard the Anthony Simons hype train. Thinking 11 games last season, Anthony Simons averaged like 27 points, 28 points. Kind of reminiscent, actually, of Jordan Poole when Steph Curry was out. Just dropping 25 plus, leading the offense, efficient shooting. I think Jordan Poole is about to fucking boom to the sky this next season with the Washington Wizards. Kind of having that team, not to his own, but being one of the main dogs on that squad. The same thing could happen with Anthony Simons. That's their plan. That's what they want. That's why they don't want Hero. But to fill Cyro in here, Dame's agent said that Damian Lillard, if he gets traded to a team outside of Miami, he won't even report to camp.
Oh, yeah, I saw that's considered a trade conspiracy. That's 100% real. Damian Lillard is threatening retirement or holdout. He's going to the Heat. He's forcing his way to the Heat. He does not have a trade clause. And the thing is, this is a first ballot Hall of Famer. And you know what? If the Portland Trailblazers do not send Damian Lillard to the Miami Heat, no player will ever want to be a franchise player for the Portland Trailblazers again. Nobody's going to want to sign with them again because you're disrespecting the fuck out of one of the most respectful players in the league. Do what's right by Dame. Send him to Miami. It will be good optics for the Portland Trailblazers amongst the superstars in the league, where it shows, hey, we respect our players.
I mean, I don't know. No one's giving me and the Rockets flowers. Where's my flowers where's my superstar coming on over? Is it Freddie Double V for trading James Harden to his select destination? And Damian Lillard is.
I don't think this is a diva.
He's being a massive diva.
No, they're trying to turn the Blazers fans against him.
Yeah, of course. That's what they need to do. They need to get the Blazers' number one job is to get the best possible package in return for Damian Lillard. It's not to trade Damian Lillard to the Miami Heat for a bag of pebbles just because that's what he wants. I mean, you want to respect his wishes to some degree just because of what he's done for your organization. But what did we do for you? We drafted you. You came out of Weber State. Name one person in the comment section. Where's Weber State? No one's gonna get it. The state's Utah. Utah.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit about players from Weber State. We drafted you, gave you the keys to the franchise for over a decade.
No.
I'm not trading you for.
I'm Dame. I was loyal. I did everything.
But so was I.
No, you weren't. You didn't build a team around me. You never built a team. You failed to build a team.
CJ McCollum, LaMarcus Aldridge.
Wow.
These are quality basketball players. There's a reason franchises have never won championships. If Dame's so good, what about Luka building his team? Where's everyone's saying Luka doesn't have a team around him? Well, what did he do? He took his team to the Western Conference Finals. Because Dame's done the same thing.
Click on Luciano's newest comment. What conspiracy are you talking about? But he did request a trade. He formally requested a trade. So
I think he more demanded a trade.
Yeah. The whole
I mean, if I'm Portland, just take the best offer available, and I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know why it's not Boston. I mean, Boston should chime in there, but I guess they like what
Boston's
they got.
Not
makes sense.
Boston said they're not
pursue the shit out of him. I would.
Well,
the East is so weak.
The rumor is the Blazers won't entertain any deal from the Celtics without Jaylen Brown included.
Yeah. So
and the Celtics are trading Jaylen Brown. They're like, if we're gonna trade for Dame, we want it to be Dame, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum.
Yeah. I mean, I'd trade Jaylen Brown for
I wouldn't. I'd offer you everyone else besides Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. But now
Dame, Tatum, and KP though.
That's true. Though, uncue this comment and let's talk about a great deal. A guy who we thought was going to leave the ATL, but our man Dejounte Murray will remain. Hey, Atlanta Hawk for the foreseeable future. He signed a 4-year, $120 million contract. One of the best defensive, one of the best two-way, a top 10, arguably top 5 point guard in the NBA currently, is under contract for the next 5 seasons. What's your thoughts? $30 million a year only for Dejounte Murray. Like he's getting paid. Chris Paul.
It's a fair deal. I think it's a very fair deal, and this way everybody wins. It's going to be really easy to trade Dejounte Murray when they decide to ship off from him, because it'll happen. But
I think it's a little underpay.
I mean, Dejounte is cool, but yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I think it's an underpay. You're paying the same amount of money as you were paying Chris Paul was going to make. I think it's an underpay. I think it's a great deal. $30 million with a rising
first ballot Hall of Famer.
And Dejounte Murray, wasn't he all defense? Was he all third team last year?
I mean, he's a good player. He's a great two-way guy. Good on Atlanta, scooping it up fast, just making the process a lot easier. But no, I wouldn't say. I mean, if Trae Young wasn't on the team, he'd get paid.
I personally think this allows Atlanta, if they do have to trade Dejounte Murray, his value will stay up because he's not an expiring contract. But I think it shows that, hey, we're going to build around Dejounte Murray, Trae Young, probably trade DeAndre. I think this means now.
I mean, I think they've been pretty open to trading Hunter for a while.
Well, what's crazy is this extension. If the new collective bargaining agreement had not been ratified, this contract would have never been able to happen. Because with this extension, Dejounte Murray benefits from the new collective bargaining agreement rule changes that allow for higher extension rates, because it used to only be 100 you can do. So he was able to increase his salary by $13 million. I just thought that was something cool, because if this new collective bargaining agreement was not passed, this deal would have never happened. You know? But so there was a guy yesterday that we were very excited to have join the Dallas Mavericks. He ended up not joining the Dallas Mavericks, as the Portland Trailblazers had decided to match his contract or offer sheet. Matisse Thybulle will remain a Portland Trailblazer. He signs they match the $33 million 3-year deal. So it has a player option in the third year, which was smart. Okay, they had to do that. And for me, when I look at a situation like this, I think it's interesting in its own right, due to the fact that I personally believe the Blazers had to keep Matisse Thybulle regardless of the Dame outcome, because Matisse fits perfectly next to Scoot and Shea, who, both of them could be decent defenders, but right now they're not the world's best defenders. So what it allows, there's just a weird smell coming into my room. But if what it allows is to have an all defensive team defender, it's like really bad, bro. But all defensive team member be next to those guys. Yes, he's 26, but this deal will take him until he's 29, so he'll get another payday. But I think he's a perfect pairing, like a defensive guy who shoots threes, a 3-and-D guy, next to two offensively dominant players. And Anthony Simons as well. Like, you know what I mean? It'll always, for guys who have defensive liabilities, and
yeah, I'm curious what their starting lineup's going to look like.
Well, it's curious because Luciano Conley just said Dame said he expects to be in a Blazers uniform in October, and recently tweeted, "I'm amazed how people can know so much and so little at the same time." Which for me, I'm confused. I'm just confused. I don't know.
Well, here's his help. He said he wanted help. The Blazers got him help.
He wanted Jeremy Grant and Draymond Green.
Yeah, no one's getting Draymond Green.
Dude, if Draymond only signed $25 million a year, you tell me they couldn't give him $120?
With the Grant contract, with Dame's contract, probably not.
It's just interesting to see how all this is playing out. We really are in the dog days of summer right now, guys.
Yeah.
Though, thankfully, next week we're going to start our breakdowns of the teams. Just to have more things.
Fun.
Yeah, now because free agency is basically done in terms of the rest of the guys who get signed aren't going to be huge, chain. It won't be oh my god, they just signed it's. The rest of the guys who are on the free agency market are guys who are going to be, oh, hey, they were still available. They're going to get a training camp invite, or they're the 15th guy on the roster.
Yeah.
Though, have you heard of this guy, AJ Green? Not the wide receiver who just retired, but the guy from Northern Iowa.
Yeah, he smoked the Bulls once.
Dude, 6'5", got a strap on the kid. Not a bad basketball player, man.
Yeah, good for the Bucks. They can scout talent. AJ Green.
Well, I think he's the first one that they have. Let's be honest. The Bucks have not had the most success off the two-way. The two-way players have been Lindell Wigginton and AJ Green, and then who else was on there? I think at one point they had, the Bucks have had very interesting second round picks, like Georgios Kalliakis. But yeah, I think AJ Green maybe could be the first success story. He's like a 6'5", 3-and-D guy. Averaged 22 points for Northern Iowa one year. He was Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Year twice in his college career.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, good player.
I didn't even know who this was, and he was in my conference.
Yeah. Wait, is Chicago, Illinois, Missouri Valley?
Well, now they moved, but they moved in this past year. But yeah,
that's interesting. I didn't know that. What are they in now?
I think the Atlantic 10.
What the fuck is that?
With Dayton, whatever Dayton's in. We're with Dayton. Dayton and VCU. It's a real hard. We won like 10 games. Loyola sucks now.
Oh my god. Okay. So have you heard of the story of Dejounte Johnson?
With what?
Dejounte Johnson had just miraculously awakened from a 3-day medically induced coma. He couldn't understand what he was seeing on his phone. Why so many superstar athletes sending him heartfelt messages wishing him a speedy recovery. His mind was a blur. Time seemed flattened. He stared up at his parents, Nika and Marcus, as he laid in a Gainesville hospital bed. Nika's eyes were wet with tears. She had feared that her only son wouldn't wake up. How does everyone know I'm in the hospital? He asked. Dejounte, Nika said, you collapsed on national TV in the middle of the game. Dejounte's heart had gone into a dangerously fast and irregular rhythm, resulting in a sudden cardiac arrest. Florida athletic trainer Duke Warner saved Dejounte's life as he administered CPR before Dejounte was taken to the hospital. The next few hours felt like days for his parents, who had so many thoughts and fears running through their minds at once. The phone call, the flight, the hospital. Quote, it was the most terrifying time of my life, not knowing if we're going to get there and he was going to be dead or alive, Nika says. Have you not heard of this? No. This is why he almost went undrafted, Dejounte Johnson. Like, if he didn't have this heart attack in a first-round pick, and he had to go under, he had to get cleared and go all this, and it turns out this was just a freak instance. And from what I understand is he dunked the basketball, and then after he lands, he's like walking back up the court, and he just collapsed. And I think it was a similar situation to DeMar Hamlin, where, like how they always say, I've said this with the DeMar Hamlin, that what happened to DeMar Hamlin is like that kid everybody knows in growing up. Like everyone hears the story when you grow up about a kid who's playing baseball and the baseball gets hit and it hits him directly on the heart and he dies because his heart. You've never heard heard a story like that of a kid who dies playing baseball?
No.
Yeah, like that story you always hear. People hear all the time that they know somebody, some kid in the area died because they were playing Little League baseball and someone hit a line drive and the line drive hit him on the heart and he suffered a heart attack because your heart was pumping out right as the ball hit. So that's what happened to DeMar Hamlin, and that's what they think happened to Dejounte Johnson, where his heart was there and he throws down a dunk and when he lands, it sets his heart off. But the fact that Dejounte Johnson's coming back, I like always, feel good stories, and the fact that he's in the NBA and he can prove everyone wrong. He's got a 2-way contract, I believe. OKC Thunder he's with, so he's in a good organization. I like it. I think there could have been worse things. What do you think of this story? You never heard of it. You fan of Dejounte now?
Yeah, I like Dejounte. For sure.
Oh, let's go over here and let's wrap up today's show with Pirtle.
Pirtle power. I'm going to guess it's Dylan Windler.
Dylan Windler is not on a team.
I appreciate it, Lucian. That's
Cole Anthony?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, he's in the Western Conference.
Ooh, go Ty. Oh, wait, no, he's not that old.
Who the fuck has this hair? And he's not even a guard.
Oh, that's not a guard?
No.
I'm
gonna just type in Anthony Lamb. All right, he's in the Pacific. And he's a forward.
They wouldn't have Rashawn Holmes.
He used to play for Portland, and he's in the Pacific.
Trendon Watford.
He's like 6'9".
Yeah, he's tall.
I can hear dogs outside.
That's crazy. I could barely hear that. I'm surprised I even heard that.
Sacramento.
The Los Angeles is. Oh, is it Wenyen Gabriel? It really looked like Rashawn Holmes at first. Oh, shit, it is Wenyen Gabriel. Nice call, Chris.
Chris, good shit, man. Wayne Gabriel. I was slowly working my way to the Lakers. Wayne Gabriel.
I'm glad you got that, Chris, because the screen's a little
I'm not a fan of
sure
his.
You guess.
Are you a fan? Yeah, I'm going to be on.
Future Rocket.
I could see him on the Rockets.
Would anybody be shocked if you check your phone and say the Rockets signed Wenyen Gabriel to a 1-year deal?
No, I would just be like, it's a matter of time.
I want to go out in public, but I'm so insecure.
Just wear sunglasses or like an eye patch. My dad suffered, I don't know what it was, but basically one day he woke up and he had a paralysis in his right eye. And his eye was stuck open like this, and he couldn't move his eye. So he had to go to the doctor, and they taped his eye shut because I think he had an inflamed optic nerve or something. So his eye was fucked. So the way that they fixed it was they told him they taped his eyes closed, and he had to have his eye closed for like 2 weeks. And they gave him an eye patch. And he said like the first night he had the eye patch, they went out to have dinner at a restaurant. And one of the kids at the table next to him starts going, Mommy, a pirate to my dad. Because he had an eye patch on.
That's fucked that you need it for that long.
Yeah, because and sometimes my dad's right eye will change colors or change sizes. Yeah, he has no idea why it happened, but they said, and they didn't even. This is the 80s, so they didn't have confirmation, but they assumed it was a inflamed optic nerve.
I feel like I really know what this is from, and it pisses me off.
You were eating ass, and you got some booty juice in the eye.
No, so I went to the dispo, or I went to the smoke shop, and I grabbed a new Delta 9 pen.
Ew!
And weed's not legal here, man.
Yes, it is. Get a medical card.
No.
I'm about to get one.
I'm not getting a medical card, but
why?
I hit it on my way home, and I got back, and I have this shit on my eye, and of course, I smoked it last night and the whole night before it.
No, they're not related. They're not related.
You don't think? I don't know. I saw one Reddit post of some dude smoking weed, and it happened to him because this is probably a allergic reaction, and it's a new flavor. So No. So then what's wrong with my eye? If it's not an allergic reaction.
You probably got something caught in your eye, and your eye got infected.
My eye's not infected, though.
It is. That's why it's red. That's how infection works. If something's red,
I think it would be yellow and oozy.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's what it is. It's a sty. My girlfriend had one of those. You have a sty.
We're just throwing out
No,
diagnoses here.
No, Nikki had a sty because Nikki, my girlfriend, thought my dog gave her pink eye, but she ended up going to the doctor and it was a sty. She had a sty in her eye, and it literally was in the same place. It was, dude, it literally looks like your eye. It literally looks like your eye. And what a sty is, it's like, it's basically a red painful lump near the edge of the eyelid that may look like a boil or a pimple. Sties can develop after the small glands that line the eyelid get plugged. Sties are often filled with pus. Sometimes the sty can form on the inner layer of the eyelid. In most cases,
seems like I have this thing up here, a chalazine. That's exactly what my eye looks like. I don't think I have a sty because that's more of like a bump, and it's just my eyelid.
Yeah, maybe. What's it saying?
Look into this chalazone.
Yeah, look into chalazone and sty and see, because I think the best thing you can do is, do you know what a warm compress is?
Yeah, my mom keeps saying to do that. I only have so many clean towels.
Yeah, just get a clean towel, run it under hot water, put it on a plate, and then put it in the microwave for 30 seconds.
Holy shit.
And then take it out the microwave and put it on your eye. That's like best thing you can do, dude. I'm like, seriously, like, I know like you don't want to listen to your mom, but like that's a warm compress is like what you should be doing. It's like the best thing because like whatever fluids are going to be there are going to like get pushed out a little bit. I know it sounds like shit, but it's like kind of.
I'm trying to hit the town tonight, man.
Yeah, no, they put the warm compress on. Do it a couple times.
I've been warm compressing for 2 days.
Oh, I didn't know you were
the town and get freaky tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying to go out with an executioner mask on, a couple strap-ons, and some aphrodisiacs, and find some freaks.
Dude, yeah, man. Maybe if it's a dark lighting.
Yeah. Okay, so also, I have no idea. Everyone asks me, so like, I've been saying I'm here for my like news station, but I should just say I'm a reporter and a YouTuber. Like, I have no idea how to describe myself. Also, so funny. I met this really nice guy, very successful guy, and he has a lot of stuff. Like, he's like, oh, I have my own show and stuff, and like that thing. And like, I looked at his show, bro. Like, we pull similar numbers, and like he does a bit more editing and stuff, and like he does like reels and shit like that. And his stuff is more like local. I'm like, damn, bro. Like Vegas is putting this on their early morning daytime, like as their daytime TV show. I'm like, damn,
something
like
just talking hoops.
No, it's talking like life, just life. Like he interviews Vegas people and shit like that. But like, I'm like, I feel like I could put this show together. Like, no offense, like, you know what I mean, to the guy. Like, I was like, I could do a better job. Like, give me a bit more resources, like, bro. Because I've already thought about it. Like, in Miami, I kind of want to get like, I want to reach out to the Miami Heat and PBS and be like, could I run like a midnight or a 1 a.m. Miami Heat show called The Heat Tonight? That every Monday through Friday, or every single night, we just do a 30-minute hour block on PBS talking about the Miami Heat, the game they played, or like whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Chris, I'm at Summer League. I am 5 miles away from where Victor Wembanyama will be playing. Prediction on Wemby tonight? A letter grade on his performance. B+. They're going to probably play in like 18 minutes, 20 max. I expect him to play the first quarter and the third quarter, maybe the fourth. I don't expect he probably won't play the second. But
I'm gonna go 20 and 10, put it in pen with 4 blocks.
All right, we have a guest star for the show. All right, how you feeling today, Jasmine? Do you have anybody you want?
She's full from her snack.
From
all of her midnight snacks. You only saw one of them. She had about 100 last night.
She had about 100 of them last night. She was up late. She was up late working. She was just like, there were so many, Dad. You didn't see them. I had to protect us. But no, so with Summer League, I don't know how the interviews and stuff will be going. I'll be getting footage. Hopefully I'll be able to be near the court so I can get some cool shots. But I got nothing else to fucking talk about here. We'll start the deep dives on Monday.
Dope.
And then maybe I start doing it Monday. It's just fucked because I have no Wi-Fi in the
Scott Henderson. Sorry. Scott Henderson. Your quality seems shitty. Scott Henderson's hilarious.
I am. Wait, what?
I'm gonna call him Scott Henderson the moment he has a bad game, and it's just as a joke.
But yeah, now I'm using my phone hotspot, and I just got a message that I used up all my high speed data. Now I'm on low speed data.
Nice.
Yeah, you gotta love unlimited data. They're like, you get unlimited data, but you do have limited, but you have limited high speed. You have limited high speed. You have unlimited low speed data. But it's just like, all right, I'm out of here. I got to finish up some things, walk the dog, and we'll be back on Monday. But expect this weekend, I will probably be posting because I'll have so much content, both on this channel, some NBA Summer League stuff, and on my own. I'm probably going to be posting like interviews and stuff on here. So that'll be fun.
Show. Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, fix your, what did you call it? A Caponoculus?
A Chazleon?
A Chazleon.
I don't know how to say the word, but sounds kind of cool.
It does. Luciano Conley. I am curious about how the Thompson twins will produce. I was talking to Mike Curtis of the Detroit Free Press. He's a beat writer for the Detroit Pistons. And, you know, one of the things that we were talking about was, oh, dude, I made a lot. We were talking, I was like, oh, Mark Sasser looks good. I was like, guess Kellyan's gone. He looks at me. He's like, you said it, not me. And I was like, I laughed so hard. And then we were just talking. And I was like, dude, what's your thoughts on Asar? I was like, because I like Asar more than Ahmed. Because I know Asar's a wing. You know what I mean? I know Asar's position. And he told me that in all his conversations that Asar just says, just wait for when I play Ahmed. Because I'm going to kill him. Supposedly Asar is going to kill him. And also, Ahmed is only 5 minutes older. So, making connections. So hopefully on Monday, I got a lot of stories to tell you boys. Okay. I'm networking. I got numbers on my phones, got Instagram and new Twitter followers. You got to keep that phone charged, networking, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna head out of here, walk the dog. Ciao.
See ya.
Be a friend.
Common Thompson. Quick stat line. He'll go 16, 7-7 tonight.
Wow. 12, 5, and 5.
I'll take it.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Luciano.
Peace.
Is it Lucian? Lucian? I keep saying